YouTube and welcome to my channel Bella, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new DC graphic novel Harley Quinn Breaking Glass with art by Steve Purg and story and plot by Mariko Tamaki from Japan. And I have to say that this book is very, very, very good. The artwork is incredible. The story is fascinating. It's obviously a new imagining of Harley Quinn's origin. They are much younger in this. They are set in high school. Harley Quinn's been sent by her mother to go and live with her grandmother, except her grandmother has died. Sorry to spoil some of the story. And she ends up living with a gang of very, very kind and very, very helpful drag queens. One of them is known as Mama, who runs the local drag queen club at night. And it is so, so lovely. It is really, really good book. Do check it out. Though, I do have a couple of quibbles. The Joker in it is a capitalist analogy, but he's also 15. And you don't really understand why she sort of ends up following him. You kind of do, but he doesn't really do much to entice her along. He just sort of sends her gifts and say, turn up here, turn up there. And she does. And it kind of makes her seem a little bit easy-led and a little bit dim, whereas in her adult origin she is not. So there's a little bit there, but obviously they're young people in this, so it's slightly different. What I do like is what they've done with Poison Ivy. She is absolutely great. She's an African American in this. She stands up for vegetarianism, climate change, feminism, and there's actually a lot to be said about women in film. Why are there so few women films being shown at the film club, and discrimination and sexism, and she suffers from racial prejudice. She suffers from racial prejudice from the principal in this as well. It is absolutely a fabulous book of what they have done with Poison Ivy as a character. I really, really, really like that. The use of the queens and the LGBT community could come across as gimmicky. It doesn't. It's really well done, as we know that Harley Quinn eventually becomes bisexual. / lesbian in some people's eyes, depending on which story you read. Usually in the main comics she is bi, but obviously with Harley Quinn Poison Ivy comic series she was lesbian. So it all sort of turns out. But this is very, very good. The Joker in it wears a mask and he's also a 15-year-old. I'm not going to tell you any more about that, but I do question how his parents are actually represented towards the end, because there's no way that they would just allow him to leave the house. I can tell you that now. Some privileged families have very, very, very strict rules that their children must follow. And if they get into crime, then the consequences for them can be very, very, very serious indeed. Though all of it's done privately, not through the state system, of course. But some of this, it's just absolutely fabulous. I have to say, it's lovely. It's got 9 chapters in. Don't just love the use of diamonds, the black. The red and black is back in this, and this makes me so happy. Look how they've drawn her. She's so smiley. She's so smiley, cute and inviting. That is just awesome. It is. The artwork is just thrilling. And I love the fact that she rejects this sort of cute, very revealing number and chooses her own Harlequin suit, and there she is making it. It is just, this book is an absolute joy to read. It really is. Absolute joy. There she's telling a story to the other inmates. It is really, really good. Bruce Wayne's in it as well, though you kind of wish that he would have actually got off his butt and done something. It's interesting that they've made the Joker rich. I think that there is going to be a sequel in this. How they're going to resolve it, I don't know. Because it kind of breaks down the usual Marxist allegory of the Joker, where you've got the Joker from a working class background, you've got Bruce from a very, very rich and upper class background. In this, the Joker and Bruce are actually equals. So it's an interesting and new angle, which I think is good. One thing though, they actually lack chemistry between Harley Quinn and the Joker in this, because they're so young. They actually don't have a relationship, because she didn't know who he was, because she actually doesn't like the Joker's real alter ego in this. They don't like each other. They only like each other when they're in their clown stuff. I'm loving the fact that Harley Quinn's love of clowns comes from her dead grandmother. It's just so awesome. The Joker and her don't really have conversations at all. He just kind of gives a load of blurb, and she wants to ask all these questions, but he never really gives her a straight answer. So you are very confused. I think that this is setting them up for a interesting future together. They do have a nice row at the end, which is like the closest that you've actually seen them have some kind of back and forth conversation throughout the whole of this book. Because she doesn't really get, you don't really see them actually having a relationship. You do towards the end, and I think it's going to be interesting how they take that in further books. But do check this out. This is really new. It's got some lovely praise for it. It's very nicely done, very original. I am a bit annoyed that they kind of made the Joker a little bit lame in his alter ego. Like when he's wearing Joker paper bag mask, fine, it works. When he's that annoying oiky boy, doesn't really work. I'm not going to tell you his name. It's grating. Overall, Ivy is a huge driving force, and obviously her lovely gang of queens. It's just really well done, so representative. But what is a little bit annoying is Ivy, at one point the principal calls her Miss Ivy rather than her surname. And you don't really see Harley Quinn stand up for her. And I fully appreciate why they've done that, but you don't really get a sense of Harley's Jewishness. That's the only thing that I would say that needs to have a little bit more work, is Harley Quinn is a Jewish character, and we don't actually see, you know, a line just saying, oh, I'll back you, Ivy, I'm Jewish, I understand oppression. You kind of wish in this that they'd done that, but obviously they haven't done that, because obviously they're trying to educate the young people that are reading this book. It's a good book. I would recommend it for 14 plus, I think. But it's really nice, and it's got some lovely art, and it's just refreshing. It is lovely. Harley Quinn's arc is going to be awesome in this, and she's doing the wrong thing but for the right reasons. And it's awesome. If you've enjoyed this review, please like, comment and subscribe, and do check out this book because the artwork is absolutely to die for. Really is to die for. It's stunning. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, and please like, comment and subscribe, and thank you. Bye.